Hello, Theodore. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
You're welcome. Can you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Theodor and I come from Sweden. For the past 6 months, I've been volunteering here in the Rujiena Youth Center.
And what motivated you to join the ESC project?
I wanted to just take some time off, but do something productive at the same time, so that I would be ready to go back to Sweden and study.
Mm-hmm. And how did you find out about ESC and this opportunity?
So I was a volunteer at a camp in Belgium for exchange students, and a lot of the other volunteers there had already been on ESC programs. So I felt like I wanted to investigate more and go on my own.
Yes. And why did you choose this particular project in Latvia?
So in Sweden, I had already been working with kids, so I thought I can continue with that, but abroad. So I looked around and realized I don't know anything about Latvia. It could be interesting working with kids here and learn more about the country.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And what is your role in this project?
So I work here at the youth center and talk with kids, engage with them, play games and make sure that they are in some way entertained here.
What does your typical day look like here?
So typically it come here clean, make sure everything is tidy. And then when kids start to arrive, if they play between each other, then I don't need to step in. But if I notice they're only scrolling through TikTok on their phone, looking bored, then I can step in. Hey, hello, do you want to play a board game?
Yes. And what tasks or activities do you enjoy the most?
I really like playing the table football. I think it's really fun. But also now, when it's summer, it's really fun to play badminton outside. So, this is our game room here. We have a couch area, a table soccer, and then different board games and puzzles, and Lego.
And what new skills have you gained during your time here?
New skills. So I think the skill I have learned here is I've learned how to live in a much smaller city, because I come from Stockholm, so it's a very big difference. But I learned how to appreciate what we have here and to accept the long travel times to get to other places.
Yes. And what has been the biggest challenge so far? How did you deal with it?
So I would say the biggest challenge is the same thing, that we live in such a small place, and that also means the youth center is pretty small. There's not every day that a lot of kids come. So I will learn to be chill and do the best of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Here's our small kitchen where kids can come and eat something. And here I have my meme wall I created, where the kids and youth can create their own memes. Yes. So during the day here at the youth center, we like to play various games. For example, this table football. So this is our outside area where we are when it's sunny. Then we hang out in the shed. And we hang out in the shed and play ball games and all different stuff out here.
Okay. What were your first impressions when you arrived in Latvia?
So I think I got kind of a bad first impression of Riga, because it was winter, but it wasn't snow. It was just gray and boring. So my first impression was that this is definitely nicer in the summer, and I was correct.
Next one. How is life in Latvia different from your home country?
But I feel like
For me, it's very different because here I live with other volunteers, and I don't speak Latvian, but I feel like it's very easy to have like a Swedish life, but in Latvia instead, because it's a lot similar. But for me personally, it's just different ways in how I live, if that makes sense.
What do you like the most about Latvian culture or lifestyle?
I really like the how much they like their old traditional stuff and symbols and mythology. Like, I'm jealous of how much they embrace that, because I think it's cool.
Okay. Do you have a favorite place in Latvian so far?
It's my favorite place. I mean, I have two places that I think are just generally cool. I really like the
Next one. Have you tried any local food? What did you drink?
I've eaten. I feel like I've not eaten that much Latin, but I've eaten a lot. And I really like the fish, the sprotes.
Mhm.
And I think like it's hard to come up to remember on the spot.
Okay. I want to give and social life question and connection. How is your relationship with other volunteers?
I think it's very nice. We get along. At first, I think I have a nice relationship because at first for me I'm kind of introverted, so it can be hard to like get to know people at first. But I feel like now that I lived with them all for time, we gotten to know each other and can hang out.
Okay. Is it easy to connect with locals?
I would say no, because part of it is because we're such in a small place, so it's hard to like find other people. You can't just go and find 10 other people that like Warhammer, for example. And then also I don't speak Latvian, and that's another difficult.
Okay. Can you share a memorable moment?
Yeah. I mean, I have several, but I really like exploring Latvia and discovering different parts. So one of my best memories is when me and 2 other volunteers, we went to Valka and just walked around for a few hours, and it was really great just seeing a new city.
Yeah, it's good. And how has this experience changed you personally and professionally?
So like it's hard to like put into words because I feel like I've changed, but I don't know how exactly. And I think I said this in another answer, but now I feel like I'm comfortable with living in a much smaller town, for example.
Okay. What are your future plans after the European Soldier Corps project?
So, my plans is to continue studying in Sweden, and because I took this to get more energy to study, and now I feel I have energy to study.
Okay, great. What advice will you give to someone who wants to join the project?
I think the best advice I give when you are abroad in another country, like regardless of the country, you should try to learn the language, even if it seems really hard. Like, at least try, and I think it will be more fun that way.
Okay. And I have a fun question. Okay. And one word to describe your European Soldier experience. One word.
I think
Wow.
awesome.
Next one, tea or coffee?
Coffee.
City life or nature?
It's I like both, but nature.
Okay. One thing you miss from home.
Our dogs.
One thing you will miss about Latvia.
I was thinking of a really good thing that I would miss, but now I totally forgot it.
Okay. Thank you, Theo, for this interview. And I hope you happy life. Thank you very much.